Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devakinandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namah Pankajanaභaya Namah Pankajamaline Namah Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangriye Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear worshipful devotees, thank you so much for joining. We completed reading chapter 4, Canto 9, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, and we concluded that Lord Vishnu told Durvâsâ, if you really want protection from this Sudarshana Chakra, I can't do, because I am dependent on my devotees. I can't have any control on. So if you really want protection, go to my devotee Ambarîsha without delay. So let's see what happens in the further chapter, which is chapter number 5. So we can share that 9.5, and someone can read the summary of this chapter. Anyone?
Durvâsâ's Muni's life spared. In this chapter, we find Maharaja Ambarîsha offering prayers to the Sudarshana Chakra. And we find how Sudarshana Chakra became merciful to Durvâsâ Muni. By the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, Durvâsâ Muni immediately went to Maharaj Ambarîsha and fell at his lotus feet. Maharaj Ambarîsha, being naturally very humble and meek, felt shy and ashamed because Durvâsâ Muni had fallen at his feet. And thus he began to offer prayers to the Sudarshana Chakra just to save Durvâsâ. What is this Sudarshana Chakra? The Sudarshana Chakra is the glance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by which he creates the entire material world. Sha Akshata Sha Asjata. This is the Vedic version. The Sudarshana Chakra, which is the origin of creation and is most dear to the Lord, has thousands of spokes. This Sudarshana Chakra is the killer of the prowess of all other weapons, the killer of darkness, and the manifester of the prowess of devotional service. It is the means of establishing religious principles, and it is a killer of all irreligious activities. Without his mercy, the universe cannot be maintained, and therefore the Sudarshana Chakra is employed by the Supreme Person of Godhead. When Maharaj Ambarîsha thus prayed that the Sudarshana Chakra be merciful, the Sudarshana Chakra, being appeased, refrained from killing the Durvâsâ Muni, who thus achieved the Sudarshana Chakra's mercy. Durvâsâ Muni thus learned to give up the nasty idea of considering a Vaishnava an ordinary person. Vaishnava Jyoti Buddhi. Maharaj Ambarîsha belonged to the Kshatriya group, and therefore Durvâsâ Muni considered him lower than the Brahmanas and wanted to exercise Brahmanical power against him. By this incident, everyone should learn how to stop mischievous ideas of neglecting Vaishnavas. After this incident, Maharaj Ambarîsha gave Durvâsâ Muni sumptuous food to eat, and the king, who had been standing in the same place for 1 year without eating anything, also took prasad. Maharaja Ambarîsha later divided his property among his sons and went to the bank of Manasa Sarovar to execute devotional meditation. Back to Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much, Prabhu, for this nice summary. So this chapter again has a lot of lessons. So let's dive into this wonderful chapter, that how, as Kṛṣṇa Mataji was telling, that Ambarîsha Maharaj was very meek and humble. and felt shy and ashamed because he didn't think, oh, look at me, that I'm so great, that he was trying to kill me and now he's coming to beg at my feet for help. He didn't feel like that, rather he felt ashamed. Because a great person, today morning only I was hearing that how do we avoid this Vaishnava Prad? When we are humble and we are looking for good in others, then we will naturally avoid Vaishnava Prad. But when I think I'm better, and I think I have more better qualities than others, then there will be natural tendency for Vaishnava Prad. So let's go into this chapter. Yes, someone can read text 1.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I can read. Hare Krishna devotees, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Text 1. Sri Shuka Uvacha Ebang Bhagavata Adhista Durvâsâ Chakra Tapita Ambarîsham Upabritya Tatpadau Dukkhita Agrahita. Translation by His Divine Grace S.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Shukadev Goswami said, when thus advised by Lord Vishnu, Durvâsâ Muni, who was very much harassed by the Sudarshana Chakra, immediately approached Maharaj Ambarîsha. Being very much aggrieved, the Muni fell down and clasped the king's lotus feet. Hare Krishna Prabhu, back to you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So Durvâsâ Muni did what he was told by Lord Vishnu himself, that you should go immediately to Ambarîsha Maharaj and beg forgiveness. So quite straightforward. The Sudarshana Chakra is still following Durvâsâ Muni but now he's taking shelter of the lotus feet of Vaishnava. So the only hope to knowingly or unknowingly. Yeah, someone's phone is not on mute. Can you please mute it? So knowingly, unknowingly, even if one commits Vaishnava Prad, one should sincerely beg for forgiveness at their lotus feet. And that's what even Lord Chaitanya told his mother Sachimata to do so. And there are multiple other examples also in this regard. So let's see what happens further when this pastime is happening. Ishan has his hand up. Go ahead, Ishan.
Tasya sodhyamam avikshya padaspasha vilarjita tasya vitadaya itito vrisham. When Durvâsâ touched his lotus feet, Maharaja Ambarîsha was very much ashamed when he saw Durvâsâ attempting to offer prayers. Because of mercy, he was aggrieved even more. Thus, he immediately began offering prayers to the great weapon of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna, Prabhupada, back to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ishan Prabhu. So we were just talking about this, that Ambarîsha Maharaj was not feeling that, oh, see, you were trying to hurt me. Now what has happened to you? Good for you. Now you realized how great of a devotee I am. No, he was not feeling like that. He was rather feeling that because of me, Durvâsâ Muni had to go through this difficulty. He was feeling ashamed that this great Muni, he was very highly respectful towards the Muni, Durvâsâ Muni. It's not that he wanted to insult or cause any least discomfort to the Muni, because a humble person, as we are discussing, a humble person always thinks others as better. Although he is the great Ambarîsha Maharaj, although he is the great Raj Rishi, although he is the one we have discussed who is very dear to Kṛṣṇa, although he is the one who has given up all the attachments to kingdom, wealth, wives, soldiers, elephants, and everything we read in the last chapter, but still he is not thinking he is great. He is thinking, I am such a fallen soul. And how come this great Muni touching my feet? No, this is not good. So and then Durvâsâ Muni was attempting to offer prayers. So basically, he was attempting to offer that what we understand, that he was trying to offer prayers to great Ambarîsha Maharaj of his greatness and begging for forgiveness. Oh great soul, oh great Raj Rishi, please forgive me. And then he was feeling further aggrieved more, because a great person does not want anyone to offer prayers to him or her, right? A great person runs away from his or her own recognition, prayers. A puffed up person wants to hear his or her own glories. More. Tell me more about my glories. Tell me more how good of a person I am. But a truly humble person does not want to hear all that. He wants to hear about others' greatness. He wants to hear about Kṛṣṇa and devotees. So now, thus, he immediately started to offer. Before, Durvâsâ could offer prayers to him for forgiveness, etc. He started to offer, no, let's talk about Kṛṣṇa and his great Sudarshana Chakra. So he started to offer prayers to this Sudarshana Chakra. So let's see what prayers did Ambarîsha Maharaj offer. But a very nice lesson here. So text number 3 is, I think Nandini Mataji wants to read.
Dandat pranam all the devotees. Amrisha uvacha tama agnir bhagavana suryastvam somo jyotisham pati tvamapastvam kshitirvyoyam vyoma vayurmatre indriyani cha. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Maharaja Ambarîsha said, O Sudarshana Chakra, you are fire, you are the most powerful sun, and you are the moon, the master of all illuminaries. You are water, earth, and sky. You are the air, you are the 5 sense objects, sound, touch, form, taste, and smell. You are the senses also. So very interesting how Kṛṣṇa is glorified in Bhagavad Gita, that you are the sun and moon. So similarly, Maharaj Ambarîsha is saying here that Sudarshan Chakra is fire, earth, water, sky, and air. He's the 5 sense objects, and he's also sun and moon. Very interesting. And in the introduction, Prabhupada says that Sudarshan Chakra is the origin of creation. So I would just like to hear from you, Prabhu, about this, how he can be 5 sense objects and senses also. Hare Krishna. Back to you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. No, there's no purport. Ultimately, Sudarshan Chakra is also, we worship Sudarshan Chakra with Lord Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Maharani. So it's the Diya, it's Krishna's, either Garuda or Sudarshana Chakra. Recently, Gauranga Prabhu was giving a class on the last Sunday, and he mentioned actually some people think Sudarshan is the lathi, is the stick of Jagannath, but it's not the stick of Jagannath, it's Sudarshana Chakra, who has been, a special pastime is there, who has taken the form of a stick. So the point here is that Ambarîsha Maharaj is glorifying, and we read these prayers during the Rath Yatra also. Sudarshana Mahajwala Koti Surya Samaprabha. You are the most powerful sun. We read that here also. Bhagavan. So Agni, Bhagavan, Surya. You're the most powerful. Koti Surya. Millions and millions of suns put together cannot compare the prabha or the effulgence of Sudarshana Chakra. So we can also meditate that you destroy our ignorance, because sun destroys darkness. So we destroy our darkness of ignorance, nescience, attachment to material world, all the dark things, tendency to find faults, tendency to be lazy, tendency to do whatever is not contrary to religious principles, tendency to anything against the scriptures, you destroy that tendency. So you have the fire, moon, air, etc., the five senses. So basically, all the elements are shared. So a lot of other prayers are also there. So let's see from text 4. Dear Prabhu, you want to read?
Sure, Prabhu. Hare Krishna devotees, Dandavat Pranam, or Srila Prabhupada, text number 4. Sudarshana namastabhyam sahasrachate priya sarvastra gatin vipraya swasti bhuya idis spati. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O most favorite of Achyuta, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you have thousands of spokes. O Master of the material world, destroyer of all weapons, originally vision of Personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Kindly give shelter and be auspicious to this Brahmana. So Hare Krishna Prabhuji, wonderful verse again. And so here Ambarîsha Maharaja is praying to Lord Sudarshana, who is also a great devotee of Lord, and he's telling, he's praising that, O Master of the material world, you are the destroyer of the weapons. And we have seen how Sudarshana destroys, and he's always in the service of the Lord, and he's taking shelter and paying obeisances and requesting to give shelter to this auspicious Brahmana, Durvâsâ Muni. Back to Prabhuji. Thank you. Please, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So, darshan means eyes, right? Or sorry, to vision, see. Sudarshan, Prabhupada is in the word to word, Prabhupada is mentioning. It's a vision, the original vision of the Lord. We often say this, Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. O Lord, you be the object of my vision. So, for me, our path be illuminated by the Lord's vision. Let thy will be done, not my will. So for those who keep their vision as the vision of God, Sudarshana, then their life is perfect. For those whose vision is their own selfish vision, that means they are not guided by Krishna and his devotees, then you will just keep moving in the cycle of birth and death. So very, very dear to the Lord, Priya, Achyuta Priya is used here, and 1,000 spokes. We read that. Sahasra Ara. Sahasra means 1,000. We have thousands of spokes. So one of the names of Krishna is Pani, Cakra-Pani. So one who holds the Sudarshana Chakra, Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, the Chaturbhuja Roop. So Sudarshan comes in there are multiple pastimes, multiple names of Lord connected with the Sudarshana. And also the other meaning is that you're the vision of the Lord. So kindly give shelter and be auspicious to this Brahmana. Just imagine the Lord is face to face. Sudarshan is in one way non-different. Lord's Tadiyas are in one way non-different from the Lord. But he's not praying for himself. He's not praying that, look at this person who's trying to kill me. Teach him a lesson. That happened without even him saying anything. He did not ask. He did not say, thank you for protecting me. Right? He could have said that. Thank you, you came all the way to protect me. He could have asked for other things. Wealth, name, fame, recognition, food. We will see he was hungry. But he's asking, please be merciful to this Brahmana, this Durvâsâ. So great souls always think about others, not about themselves. So wonderful lessons here. Okay, let's see the next verse. Kashish Mataji, you want to read?
Ji Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, all devotees. Text number 5. Tvam dharmastha amritam satyam tvam yagyo akhilakya bhuk tvam lokpalah sarvatma tvam tejah paurusham param. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O Sudarshana Wheel, you are religion, you are truth, you are encouraging statements, you are sacrifice, and you are the enjoyer of the fruits of sacrifice. You are the maintainer of the entire universe, and you are the supreme transcendental prowess in the hands of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are the original vision of the Lord, and therefore you are known as Sudarshana. Everything has been created by your activities, and therefore you are all-pervading. The word purport, the word Sudarshana means auspicious vision. From Vedic instructions, we understand that this material world is created by the glance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sa Akshata Sa Asrajata. The Supreme Personality of Godhead glanced over the Mahat-tattva or the total material energy, and when it was agitated, everything came into existence. Western philosophers sometimes think that the original cause of creation was a chunk that exploded. If one thinks of this chunk as the total material energy, the Mahat Tattva, one can understand that the chunk was agitated by the glance of the Lord, and thus the Lord's glance is the original cause of material creation. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So here we see that Ambarîsha Maharaj is singing the glories of Sudarshana Chakra. He says Sudarshana means auspicious vision. It's like just a tiny glance of the Lord that is so auspicious. So we cannot imagine how auspicious will be the Lord, the total darshan of the Lord. We cannot even imagine with these material eyes. So they explain that what the scientists say is that it was a chunk that was the cause of universe. Even if we consider that thing, that even that chunk was also the, they say it was agitated by the glance of the Lord. So that is also the mercy of Lord. This is my understanding, Prabhuji. Please add on. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So again, darshan is vision. Su means good or auspicious. Sudarshana. And I think Nandi Mataji was asking about this, the different sense objects, the senses, the Mahatattva is an amalgam of all these. And then the Pradhana Mahatattva from the kind of the non-existence phase to the existing phase. How does it manifest? By the Sudarshan, by the glance of the Lord. And what is that glance? That glance is Sudarshan Chakra. So in one way, Sudarshan Chakra is the cause of creation, correct? Because he is not different from the Lord. Original vision of the Supreme Lord is not different from the Supreme Lord. And therefore it's give the same respect to Sudarshana, the same prayers as to the Supreme Lord. So it's the original cause. Some people say Big Bang. The Western philosophers, Prabhupada is mentioning, so-called scientists, they say Big Bang. Bang, it's not Big Bang, it's big brain with auspicious vision of Sudarshana. There's a nice verse which is recommended to be shared. We sing that in our daily prayers in the morning. Jai Jai Kripamoy Jagatira Nath Sarva Jagatira Kuru Shubha Drishtipat. Generally, this prayer is recommended when we wake up the deities. The Lord, you please get up. Sarva Jagatira Kuru Shubha Drishtipat. Shubha, auspicious, or Su, same. Shubha Drishti, or same vision. Darshan, Drishti, Pat. Please wake up from your transcendental sleep and give this auspicious vision. The whole world is suffering with darkness. Please give your auspicious vision. Please glance upon your auspicious vision, your Bhadra vision, your Sudarshana upon everyone, and enlighten us from the slumber of sleep, from the slumber of darkness. So we can pray this to the Lord in the Lord's vision. Yes. Anyone else say their comments around this? Okay, I think Kirti Mataji wants to read the next verse. Yes, please.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, text 6th. Namaha Sunabhikala Dharma Setave, Ya Dharma Shila Sura Dhumaketave, Trailokya Gopaya Vishuddha Varchase, Manojavaya Bhuta Karmane Gune. Translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. O Sudarshana, you have very auspicious hub, and therefore you are the upholder of all religion. You are just like an inauspicious comment for the irreligious demons. Indeed, you are the maintainer of three worlds. You are full of transcendental effulgence. You are quick as the mind, and you are able to work wonders. I can simply utter the words Namaha, offering all obeisances unto you. Purport. The dix of the Lord is called Sudarshana because he does not discriminate between high and low criminals or demons. Durvâsâ Muni was certainly a powerful Brahmana, but his act against the pure devotee Maharaja Ambarîsha were no better than the activities of Asura. As stated in the Shastra, Dharma tu Sakshat Bhagavatam Bhagvat Pranitam. The word Dharma refers to the orders or laws given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Raja. Real Dharma is surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, real Dharma means bhakti or devotional service to the Lord. The Sudarshana Chakra is addressed as a Dharma Setave, the protector of Dharma. Maharaja Ambarîsha was truly religious person and consequently For his protection, the Sudarshana Chakra was ready to punish even such strict Brahmana as Durvâsâ Muni, because he had acted like a demon. There are demons even in the form of Brahmanas. Therefore, the Sudarshana Chakra does not discriminate between Brahmana demons and Shudra demons. Anyone against the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his devotee is called demon. In the Shastra, we find many Brahmanas and Kshatriyas who acted as a demon and have been described as a demons. According to the Vedic verdict of Shastra, one has to understood according to his symptom. If one is born of Brahmana father, but his symptoms like demoniac, he is regarded as demon. The Sudarshan Chakra is always concerned and annihilating the demons. Therefore, he is described as Adharma Shila Surya Dhumaketave. Those who are not devotees are called Adharma Shila. The Sudarshana Chakra is just like inauspicious comet for all such demons. Dandavat Pranam. So here Ambarîsha Maharaja is offering his prayers to the Sudarshana Chakra, and he has glorified the chakra. And one of the statement Prabhupada is saying that you are as quick as the mind. Means we can imagine the speed of the Sudarshana, how powerful it must be, and it can just destroy all the demons. And he does not discriminate between the Brahmana demons and Shudra demons. That's what Prabhupada is also saying here. And in furthermore, Prabhupada is saying that if one is born of Brahmana father, but his symptoms are demoniac, is regarded as a demon. So I think Ravana also had Brahmana qualities, but because of the bad association, he became a demon. Thank you, Prabhu. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So it's so interesting here that in the previous verse, we read that Sudarshana means auspicious vision. But the same Sudarshana, here it is said, it is an inauspicious comet for the non-devotees or those who are trying to hurt the devotees. They are said as asuras, those who are envious of devotees. They are the pillars of irreligion. So they are the comets of irreligion. Sudarshana is the dharma setave. Setu means bridge. Dharma bridge. He's the bridge of dharma. So that means holds the dharma. A bridge holds so many things. So that means for those who will act against the dharma, the same Sudarshana, which is meant to bestow auspiciousness to devotees who are aligned with dharma, the non-devotees who are not aligned with dharma, the same Sudarshan will be very, very inauspicious. This is the amazing quality of the Lord and anything connected with the Lord. Vajrat api kathorat kusumat api komalat. And we see so many examples like the fire which was given to Hanuman's tail. It became a cause of destruction of the entire Lanka was burnt. But was Hanuman burnt? No. Sita Mata was praying for Hanuman. Hanuman was feeling a cooling sensation. Another example coming to my mind is Holika Dahan. Holika had a special power, but she used it for a wrong cause. She put Prahlad in her lap, sat in the fire. Nothing happened to Prahlad. But the same fire became very, very cooling for Prahlad. The same fire became very, very devastating for the one who was given the boon that fire could not hurt her. The same fire burnt her. So the Lord is equipoised. But if we hurt Vaishnavas, if we don't align with Dharma, then the same Lord, like a judge is equipoised. The same judge can give the punishment of a death sentence. The same judge can give a reward. The judge is not partial. So Sudarshana is not partial, but he is the pillar of Dharma. He is the holder of Dharma. So this is a very important lesson here. Any other comments anyone has? And one other point Prabhupada is mentioning that what is a demon? Demon is not by caste. Demon is always against, who's acting like a demon. So it's a Brahmana demon or a Shudra demon. In the previous chapter, we read that who are envious towards devotees are basically asuras. Those who are envious towards devotees, who are trying to hurt devotees in any way. So one should be very, very careful about this Vaishnava Prad. Yes, Nandini Mataji, you want to share something, please?
I have a question, Prabhu, after you're done. We often hear that Sudarshan Chakra was given by Agni after Khanda Prastha for its thing to Lord Kṛṣṇa. It's written in Wikipedia. I mean, it's written on many sites too. That's I believe in Mahabharata, and I just wanted to hear your comments on it today or tomorrow. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, there may be certain pastimes like that, but these are the eternal associates of the Lord. Like same with the Panchajanya. How did Panchajanya came from killing of a demon, right, in the water? But it's not that Kṛṣṇa did not have that conch before that, or Lord Vishnu. These are the eternal associates of the Lord who are serving in that way. And yes, there may be pastimes associated with that in different yugas, etc. But they are eternal weapons or eternal associates of the Lord. This is my brief understanding.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So, next verse, text 7. Anyone would like to read?
I can read, Prabhu.
Please.
Hare Krishna, text number 7. Tvatejasa dharmam ena samhritam tam prakashachadrisho mahatmanam duryat yaste mahima giram pate vitvat rupam etat sada asata paravaram. Translation and purport His Divine Guest A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. O Master of Speech, by your effulgence, full of religious principle, the darkness of the world is dissipated, and the knowledge of learned persons or great souls is manifested. Indeed, no one can surpass your effulgence, for all things manifested and unmanifested, gross and subtle, superior and inferior are but various forms of you that are manifested by your effulgence. Purport: without illumination, nothing can be seen, especially in this material world. The illumination in this world emanates from effulgence of Sudarshana, the original vision of the Supreme Personality of a Godhead. The illuminating principle of the sun, the moon, and fire emanates from Sudarshana. Similarly, illumination by knowledge also comes from Sudarshana, because with the illumination of Sudarshana, one can distinguish one thing from another, the superior from the inferior. Generally, people accept the powerful yogi like Durvâsâ Muni as a wonderfully superior. But if such a person is chased by Sudarshana Chakra, we can see his real identity and understand how inferior he is because of his dealing with the devotees. So here continuously Ambarîsha Maharaja is talking about the Sudarshana and the glories about the Sudarshana and what Sudarshana can do. Everything is emanates from the Sudarshana, whatever the vision in this material world. And everything is basically eliminates from Sudarshana, even the knowledge also. Sometimes people think that Muni like Durvâsâ is very superior. And Prabhupada is telling here, if the Sudarshana follows them, then you can see the real identity of those Munis, why it is following that. So this is the glorification of Ambarîsha Maharaja about the Sudarshana. Thank you, Prabhu. Back to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. It's so amazing that whenever we have a question, Prabhupada answers that in the next report. So beautiful. So again, this reiterates this point that He's the original fire, He's the original light, He's the original everything, gross or subtle, manifested, unmanifested. He's the root cause. The Lord's vision is the root cause of the whole material world. So, and even in the, I was just thinking about this, even in the Samudra Manthan Leela, Sudarshan also appears as one of the instruments or objects. Even Lakshmi ji appears from the Samudra. But that does not mean that before that Lakshmi was not existing, or Sudarshana was not existing before. Same could be the kind of Prastha pastime as well. Same with the Panchajanya pastime as well. So, but we see here that He's the cause of all the fires. So all the senses, all the Mahatattva, the 24 elements. So very nicely described here. So we can also pray. There's a nice lesson here that Sudarshana helps us to distinguish inferior from superior, material from spiritual. We cannot distinguish between a rope and a snake in the darkness. But when we have the light, or when there is light around, we can distinguish between what is inferior, what is spirit, what is superior. So we can pray to Sudarshana Chakra. Oh dear Sudarshana Chakra, you are the vision of the Lord. Please help us to distinguish between the right and the wrong, the inferior and the spiritual, the material and the spiritual, the path I should take and the path I should not take, the Sangha I should have and the Sangha I should not have, the habits I should nurture and the habits I should give away, the foods I should eat, the food I should not eat, the thoughts I should process and the thoughts I should give up. So many ways we can pray that, Lord, you please help to clear my vision. Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatami. You be the object of my vision. You help me open the doors I should enter and close the doors which are not good for me. So it's a nice prayer. So we can see the things in true perspective. His Holiness Bhakti Rasamrita Swami Maharaj gave this definition of what is spiritual life. Spiritual life means to see things in their true perspective and to use them for the purpose they are meant for. Very simple. Similarly, we see ourselves in true perspective. That is, I'm the spirit soul. We see this pen in true perspective, a pencil in true perspective. What is their purpose? What it's meant for? What is the material world? What is it meant for? anything. What are the different energies? What are they meant for? Seeing things in true perspective. But we need the vision. We need the right vision from Guru Sadhu Shastra, from Sudarshana, from Kṛṣṇa, from the Vaishnavas. Then only we can see things and distinguish between matter and spirit, para and apara, inferior and superior energies. Without the blessings of the Lord and the devotees, we cannot do that. Anyone else has any other comments, additions on this text? Anyone has any comments, additions, questions on this verses we covered so far before we stop for today? Till text number 7, the prayers will continue for more verses, so we'll continue this tomorrow unless anyone has any additions. Okay, so we will pause here. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Purana ki jai. Sudarshana Chakra ki jai. Maharaj ki jai. Śrīmad ki jai. Samaveta Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripāsindhubhyo Vachakanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo. Thank you so much. Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you
Prabhu.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.